Hello, everyone. I'm AJ Majors here with Rachel and Chelsea. We are all mamas here to talk a little bit about nutrition and share an amazing family health program that has changed the course of our children's health. To start us off, can we all agree that being healthy today can be challenging? Yeah, for sure, right? Yeah, we want to look good, feel good, and live a long life. And as parents, and especially us mamas, we feel it's our job to make it happen for not only ourselves, but for our children's too. And unfortunately today, navigating what's healthy and what's not complicated, right? And something like that can be just unpleasant and very confusing. That's where we come in, and we're going to help you with that. We find that one thing that we can all agree on today is that eating more fruits and vegetables is good for us, and that we could probably, get more because we're not getting it on a regular basis, especially when it comes to our little ones. I don't think most people realize just how many fruits and vegetables they're supposed to be getting, and the extent of that shortcoming and how it impacts their health. I want you to hold up your fist right here, okay? This is one serving size, and I want you to think about how many servings the fist that you hold right here of fruits and vegetables do you eat on an average day? And how many do your kids eat? The average answer that I get from adults is anywhere from 1 to 4. And that's very true for kids as well. So do you know how many we're supposed to get? That answer is close to 9 to 13 servings. We're supposed to get 9 to 13 servings of raw fruits and vegetables, the size of your fist, literally every day. When we're doing this, excuse me, that's where the compounding effect of good things happen. But when we're not, there's a compounding effect of not so good things that can lead to, poor immune function, low energy, brain fog, poor sleep, toxicity. We could do a lot on that. The more serious illnesses are contributing to that. And our kids too. You might be wondering why the number is so high. Think about this. Among many factors, but really our food is very deficient in nutrition. Produce that we're eating today is not the same. In the grocery store, you see rock hard avocados and very green bananas. That produce is telling you that it has been picked way too early and hasn't been able to develop all of its micronutrients. On top of that, it's been shipped hundreds, sometimes thousands of miles, and every day it's spent off the vine, it's losing nutrition. Just think about it like this. To get the same amount of vitamin C as one orange 50 years ago, you would have to eat 5 oranges today. This really helped me understand the gap in my own nutrition that I needed to bridge.
So about 25 years ago, this really amazing company called Juice Plus figured out how to create concentrated fruit and vegetable powders and put them into capsules and gummies. Now, I feel the second I say the word capsule, many people's brains immediately jump into supplements and vitamins. So I'm going to reel you in a little bit. These are not vitamins, they are not supplements. You can see the label, this is our bottle, reads nutrition facts. If you were going to go into your supplement cabinet and get out your multivitamin, it's going to say supplement facts, and that's because it's synthetic, it's isolated and fragmented. It's a supplement. Nutrition fact labels are for food products only. For example, if you go and get a bag of frozen broccoli, it's going to have a nutrition label too. You're also going to find warning labels on your multivitamin bottles that go to the tune of not safe for pregnant or nursing mamas, not safe for children, consult a doctor, and a poison control number is usually present. Not good. Juice Plus, however, is highly recommended for pregnant and nursing mamas, children of all ages, and there's no such thing as overdosing on Juice Plus. So even though they come in the form of capsules and gummies, they're just fruits and vegetables. Think salad bar in a capsule or salad bar in a gummy. We have fruit, veggie, and berry blends. One of my favorite parts to share about this is how it's made. Juice Plus works with small to mid-sized farms all over North America. They grow the produce where it grows best. They actually let it vine ripen, which is so important. The fruits and vegetables are then ground up, which is better than juicing because we use the entire food, including peels, leaves, and seeds whenever possible, which provides way more nutrition. In an orange, for example, up to 80% of the vitamin C is found in the peel. It is then dried at low temperatures to preserve the live nutrients and enzymes, and then put into capsules and chewables. And it's scientifically proven to do what we know fruits and vegetables do for us. We are the most researched nutritional product in the world, with close to 40 published studies in peer-reviewed medical journals done by some of the most prestigious labs around the globe.
And our research doesn't stop there. So our Healthy Starts for Families program, which is what we really want to highlight for you, is the largest children's health study of its kind on the planet, with over 1 million families currently participating. The results of this ongoing study are amazing. 60% of the participating children reported missing fewer days at school. 66% reported fewer visits to the doctor. 56% are taking fewer over-the-counter and prescription drugs. 71% are consuming less fast food and soft drinks, and the same percentage are drinking more water. 61% of these kids are reported to be eating more fruits and vegetables on a daily basis. Now, I don't know about you, but I can't think of any parent I know who doesn't want that for their kids. Juice Plus designed this wellness initiative to inspire healthy living at home and empower families to make simple but meaningful lifestyle changes that will propel them forward on their journey to better health. We provide support, recipes, content, and tips to help you focus on 4 core pillars of wellness: fitness, nutrition, hydration, and sleep. We keep it simple. And we are documenting the lasting positive effects of the changes that your kids are making. So qualifying customers for the Healthy Starts for Families program will receive free capsules or chewables for their child for up to 4 years. Children ages 4 through full-time college students are eligible, and all we ask the sponsor to do is participate in this health journey alongside your child by becoming a customer, and then sending back a yearly survey so we can track your kiddo's progress. The 3 of us have been witness to some incredible changes in our own children's health as a direct result of these plant concentrates and the Healthy Starts for Families program, and we want to leave you with our story so you can get a picture of what this really looks like. So I'm Rachel. I'm a mom to 2 boys. And when we said yes to Juice Plus a couple of years ago, my 4-year-old, who was then almost 2, was only consuming vegetables by eating veggie chips and drinking naked juice. I had totally given up the broccoli bottle with him because it always landed on the floor. And I felt a tremendous amount of guilt about it. Here I was, a plant-based mama, and I couldn't even get my little one to eat a vegetable to save my life. It was about 6 months into flooding his body with over 30 vine-ripened fruits and vegetables through these yummy little gummies that I started seeing some incredible changes. Odie's gut was speaking to his brain. It was working. All of the plants he'd been digesting through the gummies were changing his palate. He wanted to eat fresh raw lettuce. He wanted different colored carrots for breakfast. He asked for spinach and bell peppers and sugar snap peas at the dinner table. It is no longer a fight for us in our house. The vegetables are no longer on the floor, and the naked juices and veggie chips have slowly disappeared. When we discovered Juice Plus, we'd just come out of a winter that had Otis in the doctor's office 5 or 6 times with 3 different prescription medications. I dug into sick days I didn't have at my new job to be at home with him. He was new to daycare and he was sick all the time. Does that sound familiar to anyone? I thought it was normal. They all go through it, so we are told. I'm telling you, it does not have to be that way. My second boy, Avery, who's a 1.5 years old now, never went through it. He doesn't nurse more than Otis did. He goes to the same daycare and went at the same age that Otis did. And he comes in contact with all the preschool germs that Otis comes home with. And until a month ago, he didn't even know what a sick visit to the doctor was. And that's because I've been adding 45 different plants to my diet every single day since the day he was conceived. And he's been getting that nutrition in utero, through my milk, and through his baby food and the gummies that he eats today. And this is just the beginning of our story. I'm so grateful that my boys are getting this kind of a healthy start to their lives, and it's what brings me so much joy in this business, helping other families who live busy lives and don't feel they have the time or resources to do right by their kids at the dinner table. And with that, I'm going to toss it over to AJ because I know she has a really wonderful story to share about her kids too.
Absolutely. As a family, we started our health journey when I was introduced to these whole food plant powders in 2010. Right? I was pregnant, and at the time, what I put in my body mattered more than ever. So I was a collegiate athlete, and supplements and protein powders, they ran rapid in the locker room. And I didn't want to test positive for a drug test. I wasn't going to take the time to really research what was in these things. And let's be honest, I was a poor college student. I was broke. So I just really never took anything. And when we were lucky enough to get pregnant, my doctor said I needed to get on a prenatal. And I said, okay, great. What should I get? He said I could go to Walmart and pick something up. And I was like, really? So I am going to get this very important nutrition for my baby at the same place I buy sunglasses and tires. There was just a huge disconnect for me. I couldn't wrap my brain around it. And my brave friend shared plant powders with me twice, actually, before I really took a look. And truth be told, I kind of felt silly. It was real food with real research. MD Anderson Cancer Center and Yale Medical School. Who was I to argue with these prestigious institutions? Of course, I said yes. It was an absolute no-brainer. And I had to share this with everyone I knew. Because if I was gapping nutritionally as a vegetarian who didn't even come close to the 9 to 13 servings we just talked about, then my friends and family, they were nutritionally starving. Who was I not to share this gift of health? And we can skip ahead to today. My son, Mason, he's 8 years old, and he's the picture of health. Y'all, we just did not go to the doctor outside of a well checkup. His food, self-proclaimed, his favorite food is kale, which as a mom, obviously that's a huge win. I can honestly say he can dominate a piece of birthday cake, but he has had the compounding effect of these fruits and vegetable powders in his body since before he was born. This is the best gift a parent could give a child to start them off right for their entire future. So with that being said, Chelsea, can you go ahead and share your story as well?
Absolutely. Oh, I just love both of your stories so much. So I'm Chelsea, and I have two little ones, Juniper, who's 4.5, and Cedar, who's almost 2. These two both have struggled with various illnesses in their short lives, despite our attention to eating well and being conscious of what goes into their bodies. Since Juniper was under 1, she's really suffered from several respiratory illnesses such as RSV and croup. She has been prescribed antibiotics and steroids more times than I would like, and missed several days of school due to being sick and seeing the doctor, which made it difficult for us working parents. And then when Cedar came along, his troubles resided more in frequent ear infections. The poor guy had five ear infections within a 6-month period, and 2 separate occasions his eardrum ruptured, which was not good at all, very painful. So again, a lot of antibiotics and Motrin, and then we decided like it's time, we've got to incorporate Juice Plus into our diets once I heard about it from a friend. We made it through this past cold and flu season with no sick visits, no steroids, no antibiotics, and very happy kiddos who eat their fruits and veggies, which is great. And then last summer, it was recommended to us that Cedar have tubes put into his ears due to the frequency of ear infections that he gets and because the structure of his ears. So we decided to go ahead with that operation. And not only was it the right choice for him, he's had no ear infections since. He bounced back that same day. Having those 45 fruits and vegetables going into his body every single day beforehand was no doubt allowed his body to fight the inflammation and heal quickly. So much so that he even started walking that same day after returning home from the hospital, which meant that the day of relaxing that I had planned and getting lots of naps in myself went out the window. So basically, we are lifers with Juice Plus. It is, like AJ said, truly a no-brainer at this point, and we are so grateful that it's come into our lives. So if there's any part of this that really spoke to you or has you thinking of someone you love, or if you're interested in what we, the 3 of us, do and how we are making a living by sharing this mission of abundant health, reach out to the person who invited you to watch this video so we can connect you with more information. Thanks so much for tuning in.